Humanistic-Encouraging. Now, humanistic-encouraging is essentially behaviour and thinking that is oriented towards being very supportive and very encouraging towards others. So it's on the people side, it's people-oriented behaviour, and the satisfaction needs that are being fulfilled are around a desire to help others grow and develop. Now, the word encouraging is a very important one in this phrase, humanistic-encouraging. The word encouraging means giving courage to. So the person who uses that style of thinking and behaviour actually allows other people to grow, gives courage to other people. So the sort of behaviour that you would observe, the sort of thinking that you would observe, was that they're interested in other people learning and doing well. So obviously this plays a very, very important role in being a good manager, a good team leader, a good leader, a good coach. The behaviour is characterised by being very helpful and supportive, and essentially a belief that people should think for themselves. So it's actually the humanistic encouraging parent that says to the young teenager, when the teenager says, "What time do I have to be home tonight?" Actually humanistic is about, well, what time do you think you should get home tonight? Causing others to think for themselves. One of the things we find is because we deal with a lot of management groups that are very, very task oriented, they tend to see the people stuff as soft. I have to say that humanistic encouraging is actually one of the most demanding forms of management. Because the higher I am in humanistic encouraging, the more I expect people to be able to perform. I expect other people to learn. I expect other people to take an interest in what they do. So therefore, in terms of performance, I'll say, look, I've given you all the help that I can give you. I've created the opportunities for you. Now, how well have you done? So to give you an illustration, this is a real life story. A chief executive who takes over a company from a former chief executive who quite literally died behind his desk. He'd been CEO for 25 years. And this relatively young chap had come in from another country to head up the business in this particular country. Now, his predecessor was a very strong power-oriented manager, controlled everything. So therefore, the direct reports were somewhat dependent. So I sat there, and this was about 4 months into his tenure, where he called the three general managers into his office. And he said, look, you guys know I'm under a lot of pressure from New York to reduce expenditure. We have to cut 15% off the budget. We all know that one of the biggest components of budget is payroll. Now, I've observed in the 4 months being here that every time you have a decision to make, you come into my office and expect me to make it for you. I have to say that if this continues, we can figure out a very quick way of taking several $100,000 off the payroll budget. Now, surprising as it might sound, that's actually humanistic. Because what he then said was, those are your decisions to make. If you would like me to critique your decision, by all means, come in. And I'll engage with you and play the devil's advocate if you want me to. But come in with a decision or an option. Don't come in expecting me to make the decision for you. That's actually humanistic, and there's nothing soft about that. So the key to humanistic encouraging, giving courage to. So the more a person in a leadership or management role uses that behaviour, the more they are allowing others to grow and causing others to think for themselves. So in a group situation, it's about the group being supportive and encouraging towards each other. That's a great idea. Can we build on that? And at the organisational level, when we look at it from a cultural norms point of view, humanistic encouraging is about an organisation that encourages people to grow, encourages people to support each other. And here's the rub. In the achievement section, I made the point that achievement is the single strongest predictor of performance. But what grows achievement is actually humanistic encouraging. So for people to be able to learn how to set goals, how to strive for excellence, they have to actually operate in an environment where they are managed in a way that causes them to think for themselves. So in fact, humanistic encouraging is equally as important as achievement, because we can't actually grow achievement without having the humanistic encouraging to go with it. Very powerful style. Again, in the program, you'll see the humanistic encouraging person is very supportive, very guiding, very encouraging people to interact with each other. And you'll see in the constructive team section where they are, in fact, again, supportive of each other's ideas and encouraging a solution. So, constructive, very powerful, grows some of the other constructive styles, and essential in the leadership role. Humanistic encouraging.